I'm back. Finally, after a 3-month hiatus, I'm back with a few more videos, 4 in total. And for today's topic, you have seen the thumbnail, you have read the title. I sure hope you know what we are going to do today. We are going to bake bread, and it is my first time baking bread. So please, um, don't let it rip out in the comments if I do something wrong. And also, my voice in these videos might be a little low, kind of cranky kind of a thing because I have a sore throat. So please excuse that. And um, for the last thing, I hope you like the new intro. I did post it on Instagram this week, so if you want behind the scenes and kind of bloopers and random post, my Instagram link is in the description below. And uh, if you really want to have some fun, my Twitter is also in the description. With that said, let's continue with the main video, the main act. Okay, so for starters, of course, we are going to need flour for this recipe. 2 cups of flour to be exact, and yes, you have to. It is bread baking. Always in baking, go exactly by the book. If you don't, disasters can happen. Speaking from personal experience, then okay, 2 cups of flour. To that, we are going to add 100 grams of yeast in a big bowl. Now, uh, we are going to add 1 and 1/4 cups of water, and this is what I call the base. Now, this base you can use increments of any kind if you want to make a bigger batch. 4 cups of flour, 200 grams of yeast, 2.5 cups of water, like this. Just go in increments. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of salt because yeast needs something to feed on. Now, better than rubber spatula, use a wooden spoon. Much more sturdier and much more better in forming this kind of a dough. Now, if you like here, if you see it kind of wet, you should use some extra flour. When you kind of see forming a shaggy dough, you it is a no need recipe, so you don't have to knead the dough right now. You would have to knead it later on, but it's a no need recipe. So uh, when you see a shaggy dough forming, go get your plastic wrap, preferably it should be plastic wrap and not a parchment paper like I used. But yeah, I only had parchment paper at that time, so I used parchment paper. You guys should use a plastic wrap or plastic sheet that comes uh, so to wrap it. And we are going to rest it. I would say minimum 16 hours, maximum 2 weeks, your wish. Maximum has no limit. All right, I did it for 18 hours because I had that time, so rested for 18 hours. um Now, after 18 hours, it should look something like this. If you do it for a week or so, it would have more bubbles. Or if you do it even for a whole day, it would have more bubbles than this. But yeah, and also it would make a really sticky and wet dough. So make sure you flour your work surface. Add more flour as necessary so that your hands can keep from sticking. And also, when taking out the dough from the bowl, I would recommend you guys to use wet hands. Wet hands don't stick to the dough. Now you're going to knead it so that all that gluten network gets formed. The yeast already helped in that. You're going to do it more. Add more flour as you seem, right? Because while kneading, the dough might get sticky. So just keep adding flour as you seem, right? It wouldn't hamper the proportions of flour that I've already put in the base, but it will help from sticking. So I say the best technique to knead would be stretch and fold, like I'm doing right here. You can knead it for 10 minutes. I would say minimum 10 minutes, and maximum again knock yourself out. If a 4 ounce can bear it, do it for an hour. Yeah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a dough scraper and use it to cut 1/4 of the flour out, and I'm going to put it in the fridge for 7 days. I'm going to experiment this and try and make pizza out of it, because why not? Oil your container and put that in. If you want to see the pizza video, it's linked in the iCard above, and there's also the link in the description below, and I would put it also in the end of the video, at the end of the video. So with that thing done, you are now going to focus on your baking vessel of choice. You are going to use oil the baking vessel so that the parchment paper that you're going to use sticks to it. And yes, use parchment paper, do not put it directly, because if it sticks inside, your day is going to be bad. Your day is going to be bad if it sticks inside. Now my parchment paper didn't go properly inside, so there was creases that got transferred to the bread as well after the baking was done. If you don't want your bread to be aesthetically pleasing, this should be okay, but if you want to just put it the right way in. Now I'm going to put some flour and butter, so that, again, being overly cautious here so that it doesn't stick. Also, the butter that does give a good crust outside. Now put your dough in the container, make it fit, and take a damp towel. Now with that damp towel, just put it over the container and rest it for 2 hours. It should look something like this. I did put some raw flour over it so that after baking it looks good. I'm also going to score it, because you need some patterns on the bread, and the patterns look good. I am going to score it diagonally. You can score it one single line vertically. I'm going to score it many lines diagonally. Now this goes in the oven at 220 degrees for 10 to 20 to 30 minutes. It depends on the oven, because every oven is different, and that's how it should come out as. Looks great, to be honest. Now you have to cool it for 1 hour before you pull it out, and after cooling for 1 hour, that's our golden beauty right there. Freaking beautiful. Use a bread knife to cut it in half and get ready for a shot for the thumbnail. And look at those air bubbles. So good, so soft, so crispy. Amazing. It should be crispy from the outside and soft and chewy on the inside. That's the perfect bread. Now, and here we have the shot for the thumbnail. Yes. So if you like the video, please like. If you love the video, please subscribe for more such content, and don't forget to ring the notification bell. So that's it for now. I would link all the videos I'm going to post today at the end of the video and in the description and in the iCard above, so you guys can go and check them out. And well, bye guys.